GOAT reasons you gone viral. I graduated. That's the only good thing they posted of me going viral.
The best one for me is King Latifah.
Ah!
Teeth Keith.
I ain't never get my t-shirts made. Teeth
Hey,
shirts.
well, to tell you the teeth. Now,
Hey, King, I'm going to real
Crackhead
white,
hot
King.
chip.
Oh, thank you.
Well, the truth of the matter is.
Okay, Tip, all right, Tip.
Man, Jada ain't got over Tupac Shakur.
Oh my God.
She was in that movie with Queen Latifah.
Man, now y'all going too far.
It's all right.
Old TD boy 2 Chainz.
King, my bad.
Nah, it's all right.
I was trying to give a
KW be rubbing his nipples. It's all right.
What is the favorite song you wrote?
Man, they're like children to me. I would have to say the one that still kind of it grabs me to this day are the ones it would be Still Ain't Forgave Myself, I Still Love You, and Live in the Sky.
It started as a joke, a few laughs on a podcast, a viral clip people weren't supposed to take that seriously. But within seconds, everything flipped. Because when King Harris got clowned over that Pikachu onesie arrest, he didn't laugh, he snapped. And that reaction? That's what turned a funny moment into something way bigger. Because now people aren't just laughing anymore. They're asking a different question. Is this just another viral moment? Or is this the point where everything finally catches up to him? The clip spread fast. One of those moments that hits every timeline at once. King Harris sitting on a podcast while the hosts pull up that mugshot. Bright yellow Pikachu onesie. Blank stare. Internet gold. The room starts laughing, and for a second, it feels like a normal joke. But King doesn't laugh. His energy shifts instantly. You can feel it. What was supposed to be light teasing turns into tension. Awkward. Defensive. Heated. And just like that, the internet picks sides. Some people say he stood his ground. Others say he made it worse. Because the truth is, if he had laughed, it probably would have died right there. But he didn't. And that's why the clip exploded. But here's the thing, that moment only hit so hard because of what led up to it. April 12th, 2026, late night, Church Roads. King Harris is behind the wheel of a camo-wrapped Cybertruck, doing way over the speed limit. We're talking 70, maybe even 75, in a 45 zone. That alone would have been enough for a stop. But then officers walk up, and everything gets weird, because sitting inside that car is a 21-year-old grown man wearing a full Pikachu onesie. Not a joke, not a costume party, a real traffic stop. And it doesn't stop there. Police say they spotted a firearm on the dashboard, plus something else in the car raising concerns. They ask him to step out. He refuses. Again, they ask. Still no. Now the situation starts escalating. What could have been a simple ticket turns into something much bigger. Because at that point, it's not just about speeding anymore. It's about defiance. And that decision, that's what changed everything. But somehow, it didn't end there. Most people would go quiet after something like that. Lay low. Stay off social media. Not King. While officers are still dealing with the situation, he posts a picture in the Sunsie, caption basically joking about the stop like it's nothing, like it's content. And that's when the internet locks in. Because now it's not just an arrest, it's entertainment. By the time he gets out a few hours later, he's already leaning into it. More posts, more jokes, even mocking the situation, comparing it to cartoons, acting like it's all a game. And for a moment, that works. Memes go crazy, it trends everywhere. But there's a downside to turning real situations into content, because eventually, people stop laughing with you and start laughing at you. And that's exactly what happened next. This wasn't new. That's what made it worse. Because once people looked deeper, they realized this wasn't a one-time thing. There were other incidents, other stops, other situations, going back years. Each one getting a little more serious than the last. At first, it was minor. Then it turned into warrants, then situations involving substances, then refusing officers. Each time, escalating just a bit more. And even when charges disappeared, the behavior didn't. That's the part people couldn't ignore, because it created a pattern. And when there's a pattern, people stop giving the benefit of the doubt. They start expecting the next incident. And that's when the narrative shifts from young and learning to not changing. And that's where things got personal, because this isn't just anybody. This is the son of T.I., a man who's lived this life before, a man who's made mistakes and rebuilt from them. And when King got arrested that night, T.I. showed up, 1 a.m. at the scene, trying to talk to officers, trying to understand what happened, trying to fix something that was already out of control. And if you followed them, you know this isn't new either. Their relationship has always been public. The arguments, the disagreements. That moment at the Falcons game where everything spilled out. King pushing back on how people see his upbringing. T.I. pushing back on reality. Two completely different perspectives, colliding in front of everyone. At one point, King even compared their relationship to Ghost and Tariq. That tells you everything. Because that's not just tension, that's conflict. And even when things seemed to calm down, it never fully disappeared. Then 2026 happened, and everything came back at once. Being the son of someone like T.I. isn't simple. There's pressure, expectations, and a constant need to prove yourself. Every move gets compared, every mistake gets amplified. And every moment becomes public before you even have time to process it yourself. King tried to fight against that in the only way he knew how. Through music, through presence, through personality. He wanted people to see him as his own person, not just T.I.'s son, not someone living off a famous last name. But sometimes that effort turned into overcompensation, trying too hard to appear tough, too ready for conflict, too willing to react the second someone questioned him. And online, that energy spreads fast, jumping into arguments, getting involved in situations bigger than necessary, even stepping into public drama involving 50 Cent. Moments where emotion takes over, where pride becomes the priority, and where the line between defending yourself and going too far gets blurry. And T.I. saw that. You could tell there were moments where he genuinely wanted to guide him in a different direction. He supported him, but also checked him. Proud, but concerned. Because there's a difference between being bold and being reckless. A difference between confidence and constantly feeling like you have something to prove. And that difference, that's where things started slipping. Then everything collided. The arrest, the memes, the podcast clips, the arguments, the viral moments that spread faster than explanations ever could. And suddenly, the internet wasn't laughing with him anymore. It was watching him unravel in real time. Every reaction became content. Every mistake became another headline. And the more emotional things got, the worse it looked. Because once the narrative online starts turning against you, it becomes almost impossible to slow it down. All at once. And when that clip dropped, it exposed something deeper. Because it wasn't just about a joke anymore. It was about how he handled it. There was no control, no composure, just reaction. And people noticed. Because in that moment, the image cracked. The persona didn't match reality. For years, people saw him as untouchable, confident, protected. Like no matter what happened, there would always be someone there to clean it up before things got too serious. But the internet doesn't work like that anymore. Once people sense weakness, once they feel like the act is slipping, they replay it over and over. Every clip, every mistake, every awkward moment. And once that happens online, there's no going back. Now, it's not just entertainment, it's judgment. And this is where it gets serious. Because behind all the memes, there's still a real situation, legal consequences, court dates, decisions that actually matter. And no matter who your father is, that part doesn't disappear. T.I. can show up. He can support. He can guide. He can try to protect his son from making even bigger mistakes, but eventually, there's a limit to what a parent can do. Because at some point, the cameras stop rolling. The comments stop trending. And reality is still sitting there waiting. That's the part people forget when these stories turn into entertainment online. There are actual consequences attached to every bad decision. And sometimes one moment, one reaction, can completely change how the world sees you. Now the real question is this: can he recover from it? Can the image be rebuilt once people feel like they've already seen the truth behind it? Or was that viral moment the beginning of everything falling apart? But he can't choose for him. That part? That's on King. And right now, that's the question everyone's watching. Not what he says, not what he posts, but what he does next. Because this moment, it's either just another viral clip or the one that defines everything going forward. And the truth is, we're about to find out